We're very interested in the process of metastasis, or the ability of cells to spread.
Dr. John Lewis heads a research lab at the University of Alberta, recipient of a $1.5 million grant through Movember fundraising.
It's funding a translational grant, which means we're trying to bring something that we've learned in the lab into the clinic. And really it's a new blood test to predict which prostate cancer patients are going to develop the most aggressive, deadly form of the disease, so that we can really address those patients with aggressive treatments. And really this is one of the critical points of the spread of cancer. Once a cell escapes into a distant part of the body, it becomes very, very difficult to treat and very dangerous.
Prostate cancer is really a disease of aging. So by the time you're 50, 30% of men will harbor prostate cancer. By the time they're 80% of men will harbor prostate cancer. And 1 in 10 men will develop significant problems with prostate cancer.
Movember charity funding covers more than prostate. Testicular cancer and associated mental issues also receive funding. In 10 years, over $33 million has been raised in Canada alone.
It's the most common cancer in Canadian men. It forms in the prostate, which is a gland about the size of a walnut that sits under men's bladder.
The only test we have right now is the PSA test. And PSA really looks at a protein in the semen that gets into the blood.
So we have great surgeries, great new techniques to remove the prostate, but this comes with side effects as well. So our goal is to identify those men that really need that surgery to cure the disease.
And research labs like this one around the world seek solutions to determine which patients require aggressive treatment and which do not.
This is a clinical study we're running in collaboration with physicians throughout Alberta, and the idea will be to collect biofluids, blood and urine, from 8,800 patients across Alberta during the next 3 years and validate the use of our blood test.
If we can find the switch that makes it move around, then we can contain it and control cancer. It becomes a local problem that is much easier to manage.
So they're working hard to identify genes and proteins that make cells more likely to escape and go to distant parts of the body. She's working on a really new smart nanoparticle technique that homes in on prostate cancer and kills it and saves all our healthy tissues.
So a movement that began over a decade ago in Australia and has raised almost $600 million Canadian around the world is beginning to make a difference.
Funds like this can really jumpstart these multidisciplinary efforts so that we can actually make an impact.
For Go Edmonton, I'm Tim Dancy.